Like, this teaching isn't fact. Anyone that teaches non-duality or teaches self-help or teaches working on the personal self or anything, even therapy, it's not like a fixed thing. It's all dependent on who you're speaking to and the stage they're at their life. Like, there comes a point where you let therapy go, or there comes a point where you let the story go, but everyone wants to get ahead of themselves. They're like, I want to be at the finish line, I want to be nobody. I'm nobody. I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody. Fuck you, I'm nobody! And they're in absolute hell, and they're still screaming they're nobody. There's nobody here! There is nobody effing here! Who do you think you are? Don't you know there's nobody here? There is nobody! There's nothing doing, there's nobody! And they're obviously deeply suffering, but they still want to be at the end, because it's like a personality dynamic. I'm sure in school they were like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me! First as well. Like, it's like a dynamic, like they maybe got rewarded by their parents a lot for being successful, or who knows. And you just got to take life like everything, not just this subject, but like everything. It's like one step at a time. Like when you have to do big jobs, like clean the basement and the basement's a mess. If you start thinking of it as a whole and the finish point, you're never going to clean that basement. You just got to slowly, bit by bit, work through it. Bit by bit. At the moment, I'm writing this gigantic book, and I was listening to somebody speak the other day, and they were saying, you just have to take one word at a time. And I really liked that, because that's the way I do it. Like when I do books, I break it all down. So it's just tiny sections I'm doing, and then you build something a lot bigger. And it's the same with non-duality. Like, you just take it bit by bit. Like, saying there is nobody is only relevant in certain circumstances. You know, if your personality is really unbalanced and having a lot of suffering, you gotta work on the brimming personality. I could say that a million times. And working on the personality requires the appearance of doership, that you do something. Just like cleaning the basement, you got to say to yourself, come on, Lisa, you got to get up and do the basement. So it appears like you're doing. It doesn't require, so working on the personality, you can't be like, there is nobody, all there is everything, all there is consciousness. Every time a feeling comes up, you've got to investigate the feeling, investigate where it comes from, make connections, see what your reactions are, pay attention. What am I doing when this feeling comes up? When I feel overwhelmed, I get into bed. I start getting angry. I start like compulsively thinking. Like, you have to really break it down. What is that personality structure? I was so lucky with one of my teachers. Like, I spent hours and hours, millions of hours, like years, going through these thoughts and these illusions and these feelings, and like really giving myself space to have these feelings, and really working on the personality structure. And some non-duality thoughts help you with the personality structure, but some of them are destructive. It depends where you are. Depends where you are on the pathless path. But eventually, when everything begins to break down and you see through all your bullshit and all your belief systems, as you're not so much clinging on to the idea, I'm right, she's right, he's right, or I am the best person in the universe, I am more intelligent, I am more this, I am more that, I have more that, my possessions. And as it begins to break down and everything's not seen as truth and fact, then it begins to be seen that this is a pathless path for nobody. Nobody's experiencing it. There's nobody been here. There's nobody here. There is simply life happening. This is this moment speaking. There isn't an identity speaking. There's only this speaking. Isn't that beautiful?